So after all the chaos, trauma, and stories that we just sat through during this Diddy trial, they just dropped a bunch of the charges like it was a buy one, get two free days at the courthouse. And before you start panicking in the comments, let's slow down, because while it looks like a major win for Diddy, the truth is most of these charges were giving fan fiction from the jump. Well, except for one, the arson charge. Because baby, that Kid Cudi situation, that one had us all like, yep, that's the one. That sounds like him. So let's break this mess down the way it needs to be broken. Number one, attempted kidnapping. Let's talk about it. Yes, we heard some disturbing stuff. People said they felt trapped. They were being watched. Phones were being tracked, allegedly. Couldn't leave the house. Okay, that's scary. But let's be real. The legal definition of kidnapping is not he was controlling. It's not he was crazy. It's someone physically taking or holding someone against their will through force or threats with no escape. This isn't an episode of Criminal Minds or anything. It's a toxic relationship on steroids. So while the streets were like, Diddy's insane, the court was like, but did he really kidnap anybody though? So it was giving controlling X, not Liam Neeson taken. Number two, aiding and abetting sex trafficking. Now this one sounds like a Twitter thread gone too far, because aiding and abetting means Diddy didn't just abuse people, he helped other people run a sex ring. Like he was running the VIP section of Epstein's Island or something. And again, was he wild? Yes. Was there allegedly drugging, coercion, freak-offs, and manipulation? Probably. But legally, that's not the same as helping someone else traffic women. The charge was a reach, and not the kind where you stretch. It was the kind where you fall off the couch. It had everyone squinting like, okay, but who exactly was he helping? Cassie? Jay-Z? Where's the second trafficker? Who else is on the roster? Who was he assisting? Exactly. Now, this is the one that had everyone like, oh, nah, this man did it. Because we're not about to act like this didn't happen. Kid Cudi falls out with Diddy. Cassie allegedly tells Diddy she still talks to Kid Cudi. Diddy gets mad. And next thing you know, Kid Cudi's car explodes in his driveway. And the gag is Kid Cudi didn't have to say it. Cassie in her lawsuit flat out claimed Diddy said he would blow up Cudi's car, and then it happened. Hello, that's not a rumor. That's a foreshadowing. So when prosecutors decided to drop the arson charge too, that's when everyone clutched their pearls and was like, wait, y'all letting that go too? That was the one thing we all believed. Because be for real, you and me both have that one toxic ex we wouldn't trust with a lighter. And Diddy, he got exes, enemies, allegedly a full-blown rage problem. So you mean to tell me this man, who we just saw tossing furniture in hotel surveillance and chasing women down in hallways, is not the same man who set fire to his ex's new boo's car? Make it make sense. So let me be very clear here. Dropping the charges doesn't mean that he didn't do it. It means they didn't think they could prove it. That's what people keep missing. Prosecutors were basically like, this is a mess, is giving an emotional roller coaster, not airtight case. So instead of trying to juggle all this drama in front of a jury and risking an L, they just cut the fluff. They basically were saying, let's focus on the stuff we know we can argue: racketeering, sex trafficking by force, and prosecution, transport, everything except let's quietly put that in a folder labeled maybe he did, but girl, we tried. Let's talk about ending here. So here's what actually could happen next. Number one, Diddy walks. He beats the case. The jury isn't fully sold. There's reasonable doubt. And then boom, he's free. But we already know his image is done for. That man might be free, but he'll be dodging cameras and side-eyeing until, I don't know, 2046. Number two, he gets hit with a lighter conviction, like racketeering or the prostitution transport charge, which just means he flew someone out for sex and paid it. That could still put him behind bars, just not on some lifetime special. Number three, hung jury equal mistrial. The jury can't decide. It ends in chaos. A retrial gets rescheduled, and we get to do this all over again next year. Yay. And number four, conviction, then appeal. Even if he does get convicted, his lawyer will immediately appeal. And knowing Diddy, he'll find some judge with brunch reservation and charisma and try to work that sentence down. So yeah, the drop charges, not shocking if you were paying attention. The kidnapping one was kind of dramatic. The trafficking one was a reach. And the arson, that was a golden ticket. That was the one we all believed. And they dropped it like it was hot. Literally. So now we wait. Will he walk? Will he fall? Will someone else's car mysteriously combust? I don't know. Stay tuned. Drop your take in the comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I talk about Black news all the time. So just stick around and support. Bye.
The prosecution in Diddy's case dropped key parts of the charges against the rapper today. So what that means is he's still hit with RICO charges, but prosecutors have narrowed down the list of alleged acts they're using to support it. The government says it has removed jury instructions for attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. And this is because they're no longer proceeding on those specific legal theories to prove guilt. So basically, instead of saying Diddy did all of these illegal things to prove the charges, they're narrowing down jury instructions to say he only did a few of those things to prove their case. Court will be back in session tomorrow for closing arguments.